Cheesecake is an old dessert. Of course, it started not in America. It started way back with the Greeks, and it was really kind of savory. It wasn't a sweet cake. It's between a cake and a pie, so you have the best of both worlds.
There is no denying that the delicious middle ground between cakes and pies, known as the cheesecake, is a fan favorite among many. And Linda Mason is busy as ever bringing her French-style cheesecakes all the way across the pond to this tiny kitchen in Lubbock.
My cheesecakes are a little bit different than traditional American cheesecake. Well, my cheesecake is more built from the French. My cheesecakes are usually baked with a cookie base or a shortbread base, because that's how the French like it. The way the French cake is prepped, you're getting flavor, because the French, it's all about flavor. So the way they prep it, with every bite, you know what you're eating. You know that if you have a strawberry cheesecake, every bite is going to give you a strawberry cheesecake, a strawberry taste. It's so much more pleasant.
Linda does all of her baking at the Culinary Co-op in Lubbock, an open kitchen space for cooks to hone their skills. It's a place where she perfected the art of the French cheesecake, and it also serves as the storefront for her business, Gateau de Jill.
So explain the name.
Okay, I wanted it to be named because it's also a French cake, so it should have a French name, right? So it's cakes and then of Jill. And Jill is because, you know, if you're a jack of all trades, you're doing everything, right? So I'm a Jill of all trades. Some would call me a professional student. What I wanted to do was interior decorating at first. And then I changed over because I really enjoyed art. And so I changed over to do, to become like an art history major. And at some point, it got boring. That got boring. And so I started to study psychology. That was right after I got my cosmetology degree, okay?
We skipped over that.
Yeah, I finally got that one.
So at what point did you think, okay, I'm gonna go into the kitchen and I'm gonna start baking?
I'm about 2020 when pandemic was here.
Linda found herself facing not just the uncertainty of unprecedented times, but after 25 years of parenting, her children were also leaving the nest. So to put her mind at ease, she turned to one of her favorite treats.
So here I was at home, single mom, single, and now empty nester, first time empty nester. I was real stressed out one day and decided I'm gonna go get a cheesecake. I was completely annoyed because it was not to my standards, I think. It was just one of those days where you just wanted something, and you know when you want something so bad and you go and get it and then you're just disappointed.
Yeah, it's a letdown.
That's what happened. I was disappointed, so I was like, well, you know what? I'll make my own cheesecake. That one is gonna be your classic with a strawberry compote.
Oh, that is so good.
That really is nice.
That one cheesecake turned into another, and then another. And before she knew it, her friends and family were craving her sweet treats.
Are you planning on doing some orange?
Mm-hmm. We're gonna slice it and glaze it.
So she reached out to chef and mentor Sherry Bolton, who gave her space at the Culinary Co-op. You can stop by to pre-order a variety of her flavors or visit the display case to see what she's whipped up for the day.
There's not one recipe written down. When I wake up, it's whatever I feel, whatever memory. What most people do not realize is that because I became an empty nester, what helped me cope with them living their lives is that every flavor I make, most people don't realize is what my children enjoyed when they were little. They enjoyed cookies and cream. They enjoyed peanut butter. You could tell which kid is on my mind because the flavor that I'm making is probably what they had when they were young.
What do you think about? Do you think about your kids when you're making cheesecake?
I do. All right, okay, stop the camera. Give me a minute. My makeup, think about the makeup you got on today. Think about it. Hold on. Urban Decay is not cheap. Get it in there. Hold it back. Okay. Okay.
What do you think about?
I think about the. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, my children and I were so close, and I think about different things that they've done. You know, when I create, like I have a Nutter Butter that I'll create, and it makes me think. My boys, whenever they got ready to eat peanut butter, they had this banana suit. One of them would put the banana suit on, and they would slide into the living room, and the other one would come in and sing peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time, and they would do this. I always knew when they were gonna have peanut butter because it was the same routine every time.
So it's kind of like your cheesecake or your boys' home? They're with you?
It's my therapy.
Here we go. It's peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time.
Every Gateau de Jill cheesecake comes packed with flavor and character. But in between the shortbread base and pistachio toppings, there's something else. A mother's love. It's mixed in with all the other ingredients. And Linda Mason says you can taste it in each and every bite.
What does it do for you when somebody has your cheesecake and you see that smile come over their face?
Let me tell you, I don't claim to be the best, but I do my best. And so when they take that bite, and most of the time, if they're first timers, I'll have them take a bite before they actually leave.
You want to see their reaction.
Because remember, I studied psychology. So the very first bite you take tells me what you think about that cheesecake. That makes me extremely happy because this is my life that they're getting. Every bite is a piece of me. Unlike my fascinating career in school, I have found that culinary is my calling. It is where I am the most peaceful. It's where I create my whole life in a cheesecake. I create the art, the psychology of it, the being a mom, all of it is here. And the laughters, the joys, the tears, the pain, it's all in a cheesecake. That's where it is.
Looking for more stories like this one? Just hit the subscribe button for more great stories about Texas and Texans.